Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, January 30th, 2023. I am Fredicia Liburd. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis will be introducing a new payroll system for the civil service. All monthly paid civil servants will soon be paid on a twice-monthly or on semi-monthly basis. Semi-monthly means that employees will be paid 2 times per month on specific dates. If one of those stipulated pay dates falls on a weekend, the payroll is instead paid out on the preceding Friday. The semi-monthly payroll process is an initiative utilized by several private sector companies, including the hospitality industry, and has proven to be beneficial to both employees and employers. A committee comprised of executive members from the Human Resource Management Department, Prime Minister's Office, and the Accountant General Department, Ministry of Finance, has been formulated to assess and implement the initiative. The Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Marcus Natter, will be heading the committee and overseeing the process. A meeting was held earlier this week to discuss necessary changes and execution method, including the required systems upgrades at the Treasury Department, in addition to the formulation of a public relations and sensitization process to inform and advise all stakeholders. Several meetings will follow within the upcoming months to inform and educate the civil servants on the new payment schedule and benefits of the semi-monthly payroll. Government auxiliary employees will continue to receive wages weekly. More details will be forthcoming as the process is finalized. Currently, there is no set timeline for implementation, but it is expected to be completed within the first half of the year. The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting persons to register for the broiler industry, the process by which chickens are reared and prepared for meat consumption. That call was made by Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, at his January 26th press conference.
The ministry is moving ahead with this project and is in the process of procuring a turnkey processing facility with a capacity of processing 700 birds per hour. The equipment is expected to be on island within the next 7 weeks and operational within the first half of 2023. We are serious about developing this broiler industry and for us to have local chicken available to create an added string to the local economy and also to ensure that we cut back on the massive importation of chicken that we have had over the years. We've been talking about this project for quite some time, and I want to thank the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, who really led this initiative with some gusto. He's the architect of this, and now the Honorable Eric Evelyn, who has taken over that ministry, will continue to put this into play.
To register for the broiler industry, interested persons should contact Deputy Director Floyd Liburd of the Department of Agriculture at 469-5521 extension 6515.
We have already identified lands for farmers, and we will be offering a package of concessions to stimulate and encourage this new industry on the island of Nevis. So if you're out there, you want to invest, you're a young person, you want to invest, we are suggesting that this could be a good way to go in terms of our broiler industry, and we are serious about it. The model will be just like the animal industry that we have now, the meat industry that we have now. The government will have the processing facility, and the people will be expected, farmers, to grow the birds and bring them to the facility to be processed. This way we control quality, and we can ensure that what comes to your supermarket shelves is the very best quality chicken. It will be better, I assure you, than what we're importing. And so I encourage people, as I always do, to eat local, to eat more of what we grow and to grow more of what we eat. I believe it is better for us in terms of our health. We also save money, and we also generate local business activity, which is so critical to grow our economy.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Still to come, update on geothermal wells drilling project. The details right after this break.
Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley on January 26th gave an update on the Nevis Geothermal Wells drilling project. The Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, has approved some $17 million in funding for the project.
There's $1 million by way of grant, out-and-out grant, and $16 million by way of a contingency recoverable grant. And all that means is that when they do the production drilling, if the drilling is successful, then that is converted to a low-interest long-term loan. If it is not successful, then the money is a grant. And so this has removed the risk of the drilling phase, and we hope to proceed very quickly.
The project has been divided into two phases, the drilling phase and the construction of the plant.
The plan is that by June we should have drillers in place, and the drilling we anticipate should last for 6 months, at which point we will issue the RFP for the plant construction. If all goes well, as we have promised, we hope to have geothermal energy in Nevis in the very near future. They have sent the agreements for the funding, and those agreements have to be signed off by St. Kitts and by Nevis, the federal government, and the NIA, and we have had those agreements since late December. We are now in the process of finalizing them to get them back to the Caribbean Development Bank so that this project can move forward. I have been in discussions with Prime Minister Drew. He's very enthusiastic about this project, and we are hopeful that working together we can deliver geothermal energy not only for the people of Nevis, but for the entire Federation.
Meantime, as noted by Premier Brantley, a contingent of persons from Nevis recently received training offered by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA.
I want to thank the JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency. They sponsored, fully funded a session held in Barbados from January 16th to 20th. The NIA was represented by 8 persons, 2 from the Department of Planning, 2 from the Nevis Water Department, and 4 persons from NEVLEC. And the support that was offered, technical support, was in the area of energy efficiency, renewable energy, and grid stability, all of which will be very important to us as we continue our thrust into making Nevis more sustainable.
JICA contributes to the promotion of international cooperation by supporting the socio-economic development, recovery, or economic stability of developing regions. Staff and students of the Charlestown Primary School participated in an earthquake drill on Monday, January 30th, 2023. Principal of the school is Cheryl Haynes.
The exercise was a timely one in which staff and students executed the plan that we have in place very well. It was commendable. Persons used the marked exits that we had for each grade. We did not have any casualties, and they were well informed as it relates to the different bell and the blow of the horn. They know exactly what they had to do, which to us prove that our children are ready, our staff, our school is ready in the event that we have an earthquake.
Fire substation officer in the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, Timothy Martin, commended the staff and students of the Charlestown Primary School.
Upon an alarm going off, the children, they all went under their desk, and the teachers also went in the doorway to protect themselves in the event of any fallen debris. A few minutes after, they had a second alarm which indicated to the children that they need to evacuate the school. And they did indeed evacuate the school and came on the playing field, which is northeast of the school, just outside. I would say all in all, it was a very exceptional drill. And I want to commend the teachers and also the students of the Charlestown Primary School for a job well done.
Principal Education Officer in the Department of Education, Zanella Claxton, was also present at the drill.
Of course, it is a pleasure for us to partner with the Nevis Disaster Management Department, it is an even greater pleasure for us to ensure that our children are educated. Education is holistic. It's not limited to the academics, and so they have to know what it means to be prepared no matter where they are. We can look forward to next month when we focus on landslides at the St. James Primary School.
That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Freddie Liebert. Thank you for viewing.